I made this banana pudding in 60 seconds using only a blender and all natural ingredients. No Jell-O mix, no Cool Whip, and no cooking. So I just dumped all of the 5 ingredients that I used into the blender one at a time. What we're making with this is our custard base. By combining all of these ingredients with the blender, not only are you getting a smooth and lump-free puree that is thickened into a custard-like consistency, but you're also going to achieve a creamy and velvety-like texture with that pretty yellow color, similar to the Jell-O instant pudding mix or stovetop custard. In essence, you can say we're making a version of banana pudding from scratch, but without all of the hard work that entails. And if you don't have these ingredients readily available in your kitchen, you can easily find them in the baking and produce aisle at your neighborhood supermarket. And the best part about this is you don't have to worry about scrambling eggs like you would with the stovetop custard or consuming those artificial dyes that you normally find in the Jell-O pudding mix. You're then just going to blend everything together on high speed for around 1 to 2 minutes, or until it achieves a pudding-like consistency. You may have to pause and pulse the blender a couple times as well, in the event some of the chunks get stuck at the top or on the side. So I'm taking off the top here, and I'm also removing the attachment with our base from the blender, because in the next 5 seconds, I'm going to transfer this to a mixing bowl so you can see for yourself how well this came out. And just look at how thick and luscious that is already. Jell-O who? Cream cheese what? Stovetop where? But the thing is, we're not quite done yet. As you can see, it's still kind of runny. It's a good pudding-like consistency, but what we're looking for is a custard-like consistency. So with the ingredients that we're using, this will continue to thicken as it rests at room temperature. So we're going to allow it to rest for 10 to 15 minutes, and we'll circle back around to it. Meanwhile, we're going to move on to assembling the remaining ingredients. Now, I have a funny story to share about my mom while I finish assembling this. She is a notoriously picky eater. I mean, she is the type, you'll take her out to the restaurant, she'll eat 2 to 3 bites, and she'll say, okay, I'm full, I'm ready to go home, bring me a doggy bag. And you'll be thinking to yourself, okay, what was the point of even bringing you if you're not going to eat something? But in any event, she's also the type where if you were to ask her to try some food, most of the time she'll have the craziest look on her face, looking at you like you lost your mind, and say, oh, it's all right. Translation, what she's saying is she didn't care for it. It wasn't her speed. But in any event, the reason I'm sharing the story is because she's also my taste tester when I'm developing recipes. So I had her try this recipe as well. And mind you, she's a very picky eater. She's especially picky about bananas. She just doesn't eat bananas, period. But, you know, she was being a good sport. She still tried this recipe in order to make me happy. And let me tell you, she tore it up. She was smacking her lips. She was saying, oh, this slaps. This is real good. So I know if I got her stamp of approval, y'all are going to love it. So as promised, we're going to check back in on the pudding, and you're going to see how thick it is. Notice how well it's holding up on that spoon. It's not dripping everywhere like it was earlier. And that's the exact consistency that you want for this pudding. So for those of you who have seen my previous videos, y'all know I'm a cinnamon fiend, and yet I just discovered these last week. If you haven't tried them yet, I recommend you do, and these are the cookies I'm using for this pudding. Now this is the whipped topping I use. It has no high fructose corn syrup, it is non-GMO, and it has no artificial colors or flavors. And unlike Cool Whip, it is also low in unsaturated fat, which I know is a big deal for many people. Now, I'm sure someone's thinking to themselves, why not just make your own whipped cream? And you're more than welcome to do that. This is an alternative for those of us who ain't got all that time for extra work or extra cleaning. By the way, for the purists who insist that banana pudding should only have vanilla wafers, I have a treat for you as well. So if you visit my channel, you'll find a tutorial for homemade vanilla wafers. And you can find this in my cookies playlist with all of my other cookie recipes. Now this final tip is most important, so once you finish repeating all the layers and you've used up all of your custard, cookies, and banana slices, you are going to want to place this in the refrigerator and allow it to chill. For the best results, you should allow it to chill overnight, but at minimum, I recommend chilling it for 4 hours, and it will continue to thicken as it chills. So let me know what you guys think in the comments about this recipe, and then you can also find a banana pudding from scratch recipe on my channel. This is where I make the custard on the stovetop, and you're free to watch that at your leisure. And if you would like to see more of these videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, I love you. Bye bye.